In the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing but the silence of an infinite darkness. But the breath of the Creator fluttered against the face of the void, whispering, "Let there be light." And light was. And it was good. The first day. And then the formless light began to take on substance and shape. The second day. And our world was born. Our beautiful, fragile home. And a great warming light nurtured its days. And a lesser light ruled the nights. And there was evening and morning. Another day.
This guy was arrested in Antarctica right after landing his plane. He wanted to visit every continent on Earth and make it into the record books. But during his final flight, something went terribly wrong. Midway through the trip, he suddenly cut off all communication with air traffic control and changed his route, heading straight towards Antarctica. His live stream shocked everyone watching. In just 11 short videos, he gained over 8 million followers.
How much does the Earth cost? I'm gonna buy the entire Earth and be king. What would you do if you...
Okay, so you remember when Katy Perry allegedly went to space back in April? And they went with her and 5 other women. And I mean, they clearly didn't go and it was clearly AI. But do you remember how they opened the door too soon and it was just like this huge deal all over all news stations and everyone was talking about it? That was completely intentional to make everyone think that it was actually real. Look at Jeff's hand right here as he's opening the door. Do you see it? Watch his hand. Why can you see right through his hand right there, the white of the door? Why does it look like that? It just doesn't look normal. And then look at this one. This is the rocket as it was going up into space. Why does the top just like come off right there? And I already know the bots are going to come in here and start saying things like, oh, that's just video compression. You've clearly never edited a video. I've been taking videos of skateboarding my entire life and never once has something like this ever happened. Not once. This is AI. Now real quick, just look at this picture of Jeff and them. You know what Uncanny Valley is, right? Now where the hell is his other arm? Where's the opening to his shirt? It's not this right here. That's Katie's arm. Why does it look like it's in his shirt? Look at this. Nothing about that looks like a normal picture. And this is almost a year old now. And there's things that are years and years older than this that were proven to be AI. They've intentionally created a world where you no longer know what reality actually is. We're way past the point of knowing what's real. AI has been around for a long time. Well before we were ever made aware of it.
We all have been programmed to believe that Antarctica is actually a continent on the bottom side of our world. What it actually is, it's an ice wall boundary keeping all the water in. Now here are some pictures for the people that keep asking me, where are the pictures of the ice wall? Well, here you go. Now let's see what Unreliable has to say about this. We're in the book of Proverbs chapter 8. Verse 27, when he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, depth referring to the oceans or seas. Verse 29, when he gave to the sea his decree that the waters should not pass his commandment. Now look, he placed a vault upon the ocean or boundary that the waters would not pass his commandment. Also, this map here is also used by all pilots. It must also be a coincidence that the most powerful organization in the world, which is the United Nations, use it as their logo. Also, notice how Antarctica is missing? Because they know the truth. What I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. Watch this. Now you can do this yourself. I want you to go to Google Earth and go to Antarctica, and I want you to select the measuring tool right here. You can go to any continent. Here's just New Zealand, for example. So basically you make a border around it and it would tell you the area that's inside that border you made, like New Zealand, for example. Now watch what happens when we do the same thing with Antarctica. Go all the way around. connected at the end. Boom. Whoa! Would you look at that? Turns it into a border or an ice wall. I don't know about you, but that's a little weird.
This boat is close. This boat is far. This boat is farthest. So how could it be, if the Earth was a globe, that we would be able to see all of these boats in our field of view? Moments after proving Earth's flat.
As a glober, do we not deny that there's flat parts of Earth?
No, we never have
Are
denied that.
you serious? Wait. If I draw a circle, is any part of that circle curved? I mean, flat?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a golf ball?
So I actually...
Wait. So Earth's a golf ball with many flat spots on it?
Hold on. I do
Have you ever
3D
seen a golf
modeling.
ball?
Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
This guy just said we have flat spots on the Earth. Where's my $500? I just proved your flat spot.
So like I said,
I still win $500, don't I? If I show you another one, are you going to give me $500, or are you going to say that was rage bait?
no. So we have never denied that there's not flat spots.
What are you talking about?
Wait, your globe has flat spots now.
Well, yeah. So I do 3D. hold on. I do 3D modeling. Okay. So a sphere, when you 3D, are you done?
Hold on,
No,
listen.
I'm not done,
Actually listen instead of mocking it. Like,
Does
seriously.
this have flat spots, bud? Wait, does this have
Yes,
flat spots?
zoom in.
The whole water
Zoom in.
on the globe.
Where's the flat spots?
Put it under a microscope.
How do you
Put it
hold
under a
on?
microscope. Have you ever looked
Wait,
through
the
a microscope?
host lost so bad that he's claiming his globe's flat now.
No.
No, there's flat parts of the globe.
There's flat parts of the globe, guys. Oh.
Have you ever? So. How come if I walk out to the road right
Where's
now
my
and I put a ball in the middle of the street, why doesn't the ball roll out of the street?
I can't, I'm crying.
Why doesn't a ball roll out of the middle of the
Admit
street?
that was rage bait, host. Come on.
Okay, then how do you explain up on a flat Earth?
Is that a serious question?
Yes, it's a serious question. How do you explain up on a flat Earth?
Yeah, you can explain up on a ball, and that makes perfect sense. I can make this be right for it. And you think that on a flat plane, everybody pointing up doesn't make sense?
No, because on a flat plane, you realize...
Are you
we wouldn't
serious?
even
Wait.
be-
So, let me get this straight. When you are in a Walmart and everybody points up, right? Does that make sense to you that everybody's pointing up in a Walmart?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, let's make the Walmart the size of the Earth, and everybody points up on a flat plane. Does that still make sense?
No.
Definitely Daffy Duck.
You can tell he's dumb because he seems so smart.
You're saying gravity might not exist as a fundamental thing in the universe?
I'm saying gravity might not exist as a fundamental thing in the universe.
Wow.
Man, Jana.
Let's keep that between us.
Don't
Everybody else, you didn't hear that? You didn't hear that because I don't want to turn on the internet. You know there's no such thing as gravity now.
This is ridiculous. You go into this spot, the guy gets out of the car, and the car goes back up the hill. It goes back up the hill. How does it work? Look, the driver's out of the car. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. Look.
This is Magnetic Hill. I'm going to drive down. Karen will videotape in a sec. I'm going to drive down the hill, stop towards the bottom bit, turn the car off and put it in neutral, and it will reverse back up the hill. Righto. Just turn the camera around. Righto, we're going to go down. As you can see, we're going downhill. Okay. Put it in neutral. Car's off.
We are actually moving backwards.
We are rolling back up the hill. Like what the?
That's actually pretty cool. Look at it. And we're back past where we started.
What the? What sort of black magic is this? No way.
This is what God describes in Genesis. You have the fountains of the deep underneath the earth. Look at that. A firmament separating the waters above from the waters below. You have Sheol. You have the earth on its foundations. You have the throne room of God above it all. That's exactly what Genesis is explaining. That image was created when I told AI, generate an image of the earth using only biblical references. The key word there is only biblical references. That's the real flat earth model. Not this disc that's stationary in outer space. Outer space isn't real, guys. What you perceive as outer space is heaven.
I just want to inform you that the Challenger did not explode 40 years ago. You have been lied to.
Someone needs to please explain this to me because I don't quite understand. If we can zoom in this close to the moon, if we can get this close to the moon from the Earth with the powerful cameras that we have, and we can just zoom right in on it, then why won't NASA zoom in on Australia? That way we can see this, and the whole debate about whether the Earth is a globe or it's flat would be over, right? Why don't they do that? Why does it look like every single composite of the globe Earth looks like CGI, looks like Photoshop? Why does NASA admit that it's Photoshop, that it is composites, even though we're going to Mars and all this stuff and sending rovers? Make it make sense. If they wanted this debate to end and prove to everyone that the Earth is a globe, this is all they would have to do. It's so simple. They have the technology, clearly. So why don't we do it? Why don't we do it? Someone explain it. Why don't they do that? Why don't they zoom in on the Earth from their locations that they're taking pictures of the Earth from? Doesn't make sense.
Many people ask, why would they lie and how does the shape affect my life? Then mumble some BS like, I still gotta go to work. Okay, so real quick, if you're too peasant-brained and weak-hearted to see any deeper implications on the subject, please move along and leave your opinion with the soulless sheep. For the rest, let's logically break down why the shape of the Earth isn't just about where we live, but it's the framework for all science, physics, and cosmology, not to mention our experience as consciousness. If the model is wrong, then the foundations of modern physics, relativity, space-time, dark matter, dark energy, collapse. A geocentric, ether-based reality flips the narrative from insignificant specks in a cold, dead universe to we're central beings in a living, energetic system almost certainly designed and made by a creator, which is much, much closer to the biblical, Vedic, and seemingly all previous advanced or in harmony civilizations. Every prior spiritual and scientific doctrine was coincidentally geocentric. That is until the recent NASA cult, whose prophetic theory comes by a man named Copernicus in the 1500s. But the real fortification of the theory as a false truth got done by the propagation of Einstein as a genius cousin in the Bolshevik Zionist media, who successfully removed and replaced ether theory by promoting relativity theory from Albert, just another false prophet of theirs, but I digress. Let's talk about the biggest thing the globe's heliocentric model buries is the existence of the ether, the medium of light, energy, and consciousness. Ether is the missing field that explains gravity, magnetism, electricity, and resonance without contradictions. If accepted, it would expose the flaws in particle physics and the idea of empty space. Number 3, what ether unlocks? If humanity knew the ether was real and learned to harmonize with it, technology would shift from explosive, destructive combustion to implosive, resonant, regenerative energy, like Schoberger, Tesla, Russell. Free energy systems would collapse the fossil fuel and nuclear industries overnight. Medicine would evolve from chemical suppression to vibrational healing. Frequency, sound, color, magnetism. Number 4, why hide it? Control. If people remain in a materialist, particle-based, satanic worldview, they look outside themselves for power in this realm. Government, tech, money, profit lust, etc. Entire industries depend on scarcity and energy extraction. Ether equals infinite supply. Knowing we are field beings resonating with the cosmos would end obedience to external authorities and empower individuals directly. Number 5, the core answer to why lie. Because the shape of the Earth isn't just geography, it's a worldview prison. The globe plus vacuum model equals scarcity, isolation, insignificance. The geocentric plus ether model equals abundance, connection, empowerment. That's why it matters, even if you still have to go to work tomorrow, because this deception keeps humanity from ever building a world where you don't have to live in slavery to broken systems. In short, the lie hides the ether, and the ether is the key to free energy, true health, and human potential. They hide it because a world running on ether doesn't need oil, banks, or control systems. The lie keeps you working tomorrow. And what does the truth, fellow souls? Damn straight, the truth sets you free.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idialenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.